Hello everyone, and welcome to Eric Todd Hill, episode 8. At the end of episode 7, Cassandra was having a bit of a hissy fit because our man had apparently asked her to lie and pretend that she'd signed a marriage certificate. "I'm back inside," she said after the call had ended. "Did you get the email from the UN? I might not be around so much tomorrow. Wills and his wife Lola landed this afternoon. They're coming to me tomorrow morning." "Dear, I have received response, though they make it very easy, but they have to have the process done, and there is a cost assigned." What a surprise, ladies and gentlemen. And so the UN had sent him this very professional-sounding email. "Hello, sir. Due to the rules and policies state on any high-ranking general that requesting for a leave or a resignation of contract deals and agreements sealed by the UNF, you are hereby to process a letter stating where you are residing to and also the relationship you have with whoever you are going to be with to ensure protection and agreements signed before the contract was emerge. So you can get that process by the UN for it to be approved, and the process will cost $15,000. It should be paid as soon as possible for commencement. Respond to the agent sergeant office as soon as possible. Thanks." "And I must say," he added, "that fee needs to be paid to the department of the sergeant for them to file this to the UNF to present the form for approval. I don't know if you can help me with the $15,000, but I'll pay back as soon as I'm out from here, dear. Please. Really do need to leave out, but just have to pass this process for it to be sealed that I'm out. Dear, are you busy?" "I'm just reading the email. Could you forward it to me, please?" "Sorry, I just sent it to you right now. Do I need to send it to you through your email?" "Yes, please, and I can see where it's from and who signed it." "This is an email I received from agent. Do you want me to give you the UNF email for you to contact them?" "No, just forward the email from the agent will be fine, and I can see the name of the agency and who signed it." "I just need to send you the UNF email," he said. United Nations Forum at clubmembers.org. Very convincing, that one. "It's the agent that's attending to this issues. It's not my department. Just email them directly. It's obviously you didn't believe what I say." Can't imagine why I'd get an idea like that. "Now, what on earth are you talking about? I just politely asked you to forward the email from your agent. I'm sure the UN have better things to do." "I'm just mad about myself. Do I need to be repeating myself on how things work here?" "And we definitely agreed that you would answer my questions first time. You're asking me to lend you a not inconsiderable amount of money. I think the least courtesy you can do is to forward me the email so I know who we're talking to, please." "I just send you the email, and how can I forward a message to you than sending it to you, which I did. Dear, can you just email to them?" "You did not send me the email. You copied and pasted its content." "I will really appreciate that so well. Please forward me the original email so I can see the address of the agent and their name." "Can you even think that here Will are communicating is an app, is not an email?" "OFGS man, please forward the email you said you received from the agent to my email address." And she gave him her email address again, in case he'd lost it. "And stop arguing like a child, making excuses for why he won't go to bed when Mummy tells him. As I said, you're asking me to lend you a large amount of money. I think it's only right that I should see the original email, please." "I'm mad right now," said our mad scammer. "Oh dear, mad that you can't forward a simple email, or mad that you asked me to lend you so much money? You spent a lot of time being mad. You might need to see the camp doctor and get some calming medication." Our mad scammer got mad again. "I'm mad, dear. Stressing to forward an email. I've forwarded it. I just have to figure it out. I'm just worried here." "Why on earth would forwarding an email be causing you stress? Just tap on the icon that says forward. Paste in the email address I gave you, and like magic it will appear in my inbox. No stress involved." "I've done that. Check your email," he said, finally working out how to send it to himself first, and then send it to her. "Okay, hold on. Okay, I found it, thanks. See, it wasn't difficult. It's not a very helpful email. You said that they had processes and forms or whatever you said. That email gives me no idea about what I should do. And in case you're wondering, here it is." He had actually managed to send the email to himself from the address that he claimed was the agent, United Nations Forum at clubmember.org, and he'd managed to send it to himself. It had the address of the UN's New York office at the top, and it was signed, very helpfully, Agent, with 3 exclamation marks. Scammers seem to like exclamation marks. If the person that you're talking to sends you an email full of exclamation marks, just ask yourself, would that really happen with a professional organisation? Good, he said. It means nothing to you because you didn't see my leaving here as important. I'm just worried the stage of my life here now, because I requested for this, and they're giving me a way out, which I just need to follow up, and I'm pleading with you to help so that I'll be out. And in reply to him saying it means nothing to you, she wasn't us you're talking about, man. He sent a sad face. You can be very rude sometimes, can't you? I just hope you understand what they've asked you to do, because I have no idea. When you've worked out what we need to do next, let me know, please. Nothing else but the payment. Just need to be paid so that the process will start from tomorrow, dear. Okay. So, dear, should I ask of details from them so that they can send me before morning time? Like I said, when you've worked out what we need to do next, let me know. That was a singularly unhelpful email. Should have payment options, dates, etc. I could put a cheque under my pillow and hope the tooth fairy finds it. In reply to her saying it was a singularly unhelpful email, he said, Dear, it all seems you didn't know how UN works with high-ranking officers in the state here. Once a request is passed to them, they pick it up and work with it without any given time. So, as they said immediately, that settles it. The should be done immediately, since I have pledged it as immediate. Understand? Do you understand? No, replied Cassandra. Do you understand? He asked again. No, replied Cassandra in uppercase letters. Getting headaches right now, said our poor stressed scammer. You'll live, probably. Do you want to help me or not? Just a gentle nudge to remind you of your extraordinary nature and the profound love I hold for you, he said the next morning. Good morning, my beautiful. With you every morning is an opportunity to craft beautiful memories anew. Good morning, my love. Have a pleasant day ahead. And in reply to him saying, Do you want to help me or not? Cassandra said, How many times have I said that we need to know what to do? That email doesn't tell me what I have to do. And then he called her. Good morning.
Hello, dear, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you very much. You sound a bit strange this morning.
I do, but I'm sorry to sound that way. I don't really mean to be sounding that way to you.
So what's wrong?
Nothing.
Well, obviously something's wrong.
Nothing is wrong. I'm just like thinking about how my life will end.
Oh dear.
I said I'm just thinking about how my life will end.
I know I heard you. I said, oh dear.
Because it feels that whatever I'm saying simply means nothing to you. Or maybe you feel that I'm just saying things I don't need to be saying.
I have no idea what you're waffling on about. I'm waiting to hear what I have to do. Because unfortunately, I'm not psychic.
I have told you.
You haven't. I've got an email telling me that we need to pay, but I have no idea what I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
You want me to wrap a check?
Let me make you
so
understand
that Father
something.
Christmas can collect it.
Can I make you understand something?
Well, you can try.
Okay. The United Forum, they have the way they do their things. And once they saw a request from an army general, they quickly attend to it. That's why sometimes when we apply for more sergeants to join us in the war zone, once we applied, they quickly respond because they know any email that comes directly from an army general, being an hierarchy or a sergeant or just an agent working along with the army, they easily respond so faster because of the safekeeping of human beings right here all over the world. Because basically, UN Forum is basically for human peace and unity. So that is what they are fighting for life, properties, and others. So why I'm trying to say this, when I send that request, they deliberately tried to respond to me the next day, of which yesterday. I told you that earlier on before. So if they are sending the message directly from the agent to me, that is to say they already sees what I have requested for. So they just need any fast processing unit to get it processed. Due to the fact that they need that to approve my request, they just need to approve the request first. But if time keeps on that maybe I ignore their messages, or I did not respond them back, or I did not do what is needed for them to approve my leave, it will sound as if I'm doing nothing or trying to test their faith. They already responded. They said a payment of $15,000 to be made so that the processing of the form, the agent will get that form processed, written, and signed and sealed by the UN for me to get approval. And you know what that means. I have tried to explain to you, but you casually do not just want to understand what I mean. Once they say something, they already said it, and that is all. Maybe the next message, maybe the next message they will send me right away is to either decline what I have requested or not, because of delay. Delay is somehow dangerous.
Excuse me? Are you somehow trying to blame me for the fact
No, dear. I'm no. Don't say that. Don't say that.
You have not.
No,
You have not.
I am not blaming.
You have not let me finish what I was going to say.
Okay, dear, no problem.
Interrupting me.
I'm sorry.
Right, I should jolly well hope so, man. Are you trying to blame me somehow for the fact that the UN have sent you an email telling you nothing more that you need to pay $15,000? There are absolutely no instructions in there telling me or you what you need to do next. Do I need to wrap the cheque in an envelope and put it in the chimney so that Father Christmas can collect it? Do I need to wrap it in an envelope and put it under my pillow so that the Tooth Fairy can come and take it? Do I need to withdraw $15,000 in cash and scatter it in the garden so that a carrier pigeon can pick them up and transport them to wherever the United Nations want it sent? What on earth am I supposed to do next? There are no instructions. There are no instructions in that email.
Do you know why I've already emailed to them, and they already sent me details to send the money to? That's what it's do. I already emailed to them.
In that case, man, send them to me. How many times do I have to tell you that unless you tell me what to do next, I can do nothing?
No problem.
I'm really as thick as you sound.
I'm going to forward that email to you, which is email that is showing the payment details to be sent to. So I will forward that email to you because I already requested they should send me the account details. So I will forward it to you between an hour. So let me just get back to them, please. Okay?
Okay.
So how is your son? Has he called you?
They rang about half an hour ago. They were just leaving the hotel, so they should be here in about an hour's time, I think.
Okay, no problem. Like I said, I'm going to send you forward the email to you as soon as possible between an hour time. Then I'm going to call you if possible. You're online, you pick up.
Okay.
Okay.
Goodness sake, man. It's almost impossible talking to you sometimes, isn't it? Anyway, I'll speak to you again later.
Okay, no problem.
Goodbye. When the call had ended, Cassandra said, "Send me the instructions when you have them, please. Lola just phoned. They won't be long, so I need to go and light the fire in the living room and get ready for them. If they stay overnight, I might not be able to talk to you again until tomorrow. I don't know." And that was because Lola had already told me that she wasn't going to be available that day. "I'll send you the details right away so you can go and make payment on time. Just give me 10 minutes. I'm on the agent now," said our man. But unfortunately for him, of course, Cassandra had gone to get ready. "Has been sent your email," he said. "Dear, after you make the payment, send me receipt so that's forward to them." And he sent her the details of a money mule in the US. Of course, I sent all those details to Wells Fargo Bank. He tried calling Cassandra, but of course, Cassandra had gone to meet her son and new daughter-in-law. "Hello, dear," he said. A bit later, "I believe you have gone to the bank. Are you busy?" He sent the details again, but of course Cassandra was still ignoring him. "In case of the bank address is needed," he added underneath, because he'd also included the bank address. "We'll be waiting for the payment receipt. Hello, dear. Are you busy?" He tried calling again. If you're looking at the screen, you'll see that I then accidentally sent him a link to his own account, because Wells Fargo had asked me to send the link to them. "Dear, what are you saying?" he said. "Sorry, I tapped on the wrong link. We're just having lunch." "Okay, so dear, have you sent it? Have you made the payment?" He tried calling her again, but of course Cassandra was having lunch. A few hours later, and because Lola was still unavailable, Cassandra texted him again. "We're just going out for dinner. I don't want you to think I've forgotten about you." And just as I'd typed that, Lola messaged me to tell me that she was home. "Lola would like to speak to you on WhatsApp, please. I don't use it, but she does. She's quite a forceful young lady. She's just written down her numbers for me. She has a US number, and her WhatsApp is..." And I gave him both of Lola's numbers. "Dear, I don't communicate via WhatsApp, and I see no reason a lady wanted to communicate with me about what we're discussing." And then, in a fit of pique, he called Cassandra, and although you can't see it on the screen, his call popped up on Skype as David Lucas. Now, Cassandra's account has never been used before on Skype. If you're looking at the screen, you might see, if I've left it visible, that she only has one contact. So I don't know how Skype was coming up with the name David Lucas.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, who are you?
I said, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Who are you?
Why are you asking me the question?
Well, I don't know who you are. Come up as
You are
David.
asking...
You've come up as David Lucas. Who's that?
You said what?
You have come up as David Lucas on WhatsApp. Who is David Lucas?
I am not on WhatsApp.
Sorry, I beg your pardon, on Skype. What am I saying? So you've got me thinking of WhatsApp now. You've come up as David Lucas on Skype. Who's that?
Can you hear me? Can you just hear me? Oh, baby,
Yes,
can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I never came out as David Lucas on Skype. I am on WhatsApp right here. So who only heard that is coming out as David Lucas on Skype? That should be me, because I already told you about security right here. So I only write you right here in the Skype, and this is just personally just for me. And I don't know why you're talking about someone want to talk to me via WhatsApp. I don't talk on WhatsApp. I have some secret agency working around me, so I need to be very careful. And in everything I'm doing, I do that based on Department of Security, of which I've told you before when we talk on Messenger.
I don't use that WhatsApp. We've never discussed WhatsApp.
I don't use WhatsApp already. I told you I don't really use WhatsApp. So I don't know why you brought in about talking about WhatsApp issues and all that. I don't know why. Why are you talking about WhatsApp issues right now? I don't know. You have to explain.
Because Lola would like to speak to you, and Lola uses WhatsApp.
Then who is he? Who is she? Who is she to talk to me? I don't just talk to random people. I have some dignity and personality that guided me, and which you know that. I don't just really talk to random people. So I don't know why she should be talking to me, and what's the major reason she will be talking to me? I don't know. That is a much more reason I called you, because you can't just tell me someone want to talk to me. I don't know. Is it because you want to help me with something? You want to make some payment because what we already talked about due to my leave out of here? Is it reason she want to talk to me, and for what reason? I believe that should be my private and personal matter. So why is she going to be talking to me? You have to tell me.
But if you ever shut up for more than about 3 seconds, I will. It's a bit hard to get a word in edgeways sometimes, isn't it? Lola is not just some random person. Lola is my daughter-in-law.
Lola is your daughter-in-law. I believe is the daughter-in-law you said you have. Your son is coming with, right?
Exactly. She's my daughter-in-law. She's married to my son.
Okay. I see. But the fact still remains that I believe I've been talking to you for the past few days, if I'm not mistaken, right now, and Lola is not really there. I don't know the aspect that we're talking about private issues, personalities. Then you will be taking out immediately to someone and be asking her to talk to me and all that. I don't really know. Why are you doing this? I don't just know because I believe that we communicating and we get to plan all this so that everything is going to go well and possibly well as soon as possible because I really have some limited time of which I need to make sure all things are really going perfectly well. So I don't know what you're telling me. I came up to be Davis Lucas. I don't know. Who is Davis Lucas? I am not all the person. I'm the person you know. I don't bear the name. So why are you telling me if I'm David Lucas? I don't know.
I have no idea.
So like
That's what it says on my screen. It says it tells me that David Lucas was calling me.
no. This is the much more reason.
Still says that on my screen. Well, Skype must be confused. What can I say?
Okay, like I said earlier, I don't use WhatsApp in communication, of which I told you even before I try to communicate with you right here, you know how I really fetch out how difficulties it took me due to securities. And then when you just send me the message, I receive a notification of which I'm trying to get how to try to figure out some people that are going to different bases. So that is a much more reason I have to like come online immediately and try to write back to you than seeing the message you're sending. And the angels had already brought to me, and I feel like I'm waiting for them. They are waiting for me to send a proof of payment so that they would kick off the processes. So I don't know when you came up telling me about someone want to talk to me on WhatsApp. I don't know. But I must say, you know, I'm a hardworking officer, and the more I began to be deliberating my stage and my personality out there is a risk to me and is a risk to other people around me due to the department right here. You should know that. I believe you know that already, and I've tried to make you understand several times. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So that is it.
If you don't use WhatsApp, Lola has also given me her US number. You could just call her directly.
Can you just even listen to me?
Well, I've done nothing but listen to you once you start.
You know very well that I am not in the United States of America right now. You know very well. And the most important thing right now, if I should get a US number to be getting activated, that should be on another process, of which that is not what I can be doing right now. Or I don't even know why you bringing on this much. Are you trying to say you don't trust me, or you want a proof of something, or what do you need, you really need? Do you really need that is making you feeling all this? I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I go online talking to people. I believed the first time I saw you on Facebook, I decided to send you a request because I thought that, yeah, this must be matured and good for me because I don't really have thought of all that. But due to the fact that the days is going by and my retirement is still coming soon, so I have to make sure I have to keep on things and make sure I be with the one I really to have my mindset with. Of which, when we begin conversation, it's so different. Though we almost get into fight by rudeness and by talk, or that is by the way of belief and by the way of all things to do feel. So, but except that things don't ought to be working the way you think it should be. I've been waiting for you, and I've already received an email from the angel saying that what am I doing, or have I make payment, or what is it? Where is my payment received for them to process? Had it been, I haven't been wait for you for long. You're not sending me any proof, so it sounds as if I'm just like so confused right now. Before you just send me a message that someone want to talk to me.
You do like the sound of your own voice, don't you? I'm glad somebody does, let's be honest. Are you seriously telling me that the United States Army's highest-ranking official doesn't have the facilities to make a telephone call to a US
Oh
number?
God. Do you know why I'm saying this to you? I'm not dragging anything with you. All what you're saying, you might be correct in any way. Can you at least know that I am not right in the state? And there is a break of contract and break of or rules and regulation. I believe sometimes when you have some work, you are working in an organization. I believe when you're working, you don't make calls. And sometimes in the war zone is different. It's a different dimension because right here in the war zone is different because they're basically in there for peace, for peaceful war to be. So when they are doing some certain things, there are level of communication that is limited. So they are based on sending emails and also posting some certain things that will make them be very vital and very sourceful in their work, in their academic work, of which they are there for. So UXA is this, they are disciplined. Anything concerning army general, they are disciplined to be followed because this is concerning life and death. So they are disciplined things. So make it calls around. You can't just be in the walls right there, be calling people, talking, and all that. It's not just done. It's very difficult and it has security guidelines. So it's not what I can just sit down and just do immediately. If I want to place a call around, I have to go to the department. They will have to channel it to any link of which they can make call or they can do anything. And that is such a bullshit to me. That is the reason why sometimes we have some little miss of communication. We try to focus on getting it through the department as well. I believe I should do that before I could get to the department and get this done, set it off so that I can at least have a little time to be talking directly here on Skype. And of which I told you, or even on Messenger, I told you before I get here. It's so difficult. All that has to be shined. It's not an easy task. So you should know that. I believe you understand me to some extent. You should know what I'm saying. Not everything you just feel that asking to someone want to talk to me. I am not exempting the fact that you want to because I know someday, sometime, very soon, I will definitely meet her. I will talk to her on normal ground. Then you telling me that I should talk to her, and that means you have some certain. So maybe she has some certain things you want to ask me about or what that you can't ask me or I can't say to you. And right now, you know that things are really running afar, and I don't like the aspect that I've already emailed to the UN, and they are already on my case. Then delaying them will sound as if I'm being disobedient or what I'm asking for I don't want. And you know that when you ask for something, the belief you have is for you to get it so that you get it out. That is it. But I'm asking for something I haven't given them a response. They have already emailed me, not like twice, saying that am I being processing this or not? I told them yes. They should give me a little time. I will try to send a payment receipt, of which I've been waiting for you before now. Honestly. I don't know why you came up with the fact that you said someone want to talk to me and all that. If I believe she doesn't really know me too well right now. You don't know me too well, but at least you already talk to me. You already know me through our conversation with Little White. We have gone to understand a little bit of us. And that sounds interesting and keep on going before we get to know each other, meet each other, and we plan ahead other things, of which we are already planning that. So I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm most disappointed that you don't wish to speak to your future daughter-in-law. I think that's most unkind of you. That would be the equivalent of me telling you I don't wish to talk to your son.
No, no, no. Can you hear me? Can you
Yes,
hear
I
me?
can hear you.
I am not saying that I don't want to speak to her. It is my greatest joy to speak to her, and I can speak to her anytime. But before then, that should be shined. I can't just do that on my own right now. Can you just listen to me, babe? I am not disappointed, or maybe I'm feeling saying that I don't want to talk to her. I'm sure I will talk to even your son. I want to talk to everybody. But I have to sign it that. I can't just do that immediately. Before I get in here on Skype, I have to sign it you for me to talk to you. I believe you know the stress I put you into. Even when you try to say I should do something to you, I should do a sleep to you, I can't just do that easily. I have to meet to the department, do some set things for it to be shining. And even when I'm even talking, some department have to be noticed for me to be freely and communicating with you directly. That is not just allowed right here due to discipline right here. I am even happy telling me that it's when you even explained to me, when you told me that the same person. I even asked you, who is she? Before you tell me, is your daughter EO? I was told like, I was so like entangled. I would have loved to communicate with her. But I can't just do that right now. You know, we're on process. Then if you tell me to try to process that, I will also process that, but not right now. It should be on department basis. Then I will try to shine it so that if I can add up, of which you already send her number, I will try to shine it. And that will be on process. And thereby doing that, we don't need also be delaying what is also on ground. Because before I will channel the process of talking on WhatsApp, sending messages, I will have to link to the department. But it's not good for me to be keeping the agency of the UN agency waiting. I need to be processing this. Then I will meet to the department. Maybe we'll take 1 day or 2 days. That will get me fixed up with a signing of direct contact, of which I can decide to write over there with her. And even before I do that, I will still take your permission before doing that. So, but for this now, we have to process this payment, and so that this will be going on. The process will be going on because that document need to be signed as well. So if the agent processes on time, then we look like I am not ready for what I requested for, of which they are already on it. Okay? I believe you can try to understand what I'm saying, babe.
Right, have you finished?
Yes, I'm here. I tried to explain to you already.
Right, okay. Well, Lola is very insistent that she would like to speak to you, please. She's given me. I find it very hard to believe that the USA's highest ranking army officer can talk to himself at great lengths, I have to say, on Skype for as long as he wishes, but can't make a very short call to a United States number. You must phone your friends and family back home whenever you wish to. So that's the end of the matter, because we're about to leave the house and go out for dinner. So I'll leave it up to you. If you would like to phone Lola, you have her number. If you don't, then, well, I don't quite know what's going to happen, because she's quite insistent that she needs to speak to you before I pay you. So just take that on board. Lola is insistent that there are several questions that need to be asked before I pay you, which could be easily sorted out if you just call her on one of those numbers. I think she said she receives calls on the American number. If you don't do WhatsApp, then her home... Lola is Romanian. I believe her WhatsApp number is Romanian. But if you wish to speak to her, use her American number. You've gone very quiet. Hello again. I don't know what happened there. You sort of disappeared.
I just see something you said, what you said before now, really piques me. And I must applaud you for that. It really piques me, and I must applaud you for that. Do you know that? Do you know what?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, you saying that Lola want to ask me questions, want to ask me some questions that you can't ask me, or she can't even test you to test me. Then I'm trying to tell you the processes for you to make calls to Shining Call right here in the war zone is very strictly based on the Department of the Security. Then you don't believe what I'm saying. Then if you don't do that, you don't want to do anything. It's okay, no problem. I'm okay. I don't want you to do anything. Since you don't believe what I said, and you can't even ask me the question, if you want to ask me directly, you can't even ask me. You can't even at least send what she's asking or what the question you want to ask. You can't even send it to me. and you talk it to me. You said maybe you think I'm lying. You know the stress it took me from messenger for me to communicate. Do you think do we communicate randomly right here in the war zone where there are discipline and security all over?
Interrupt you there.
Just do that. You think maybe I just lied to her? Maybe I lied to you. That's just what you just accuse me of being lied to you, isn't it?
May I
And I also
interrupt you
told
there?
you
Will you please shut up? I have
that
never
is what you are
shut
fucking
up.
saying to
Shut
me right
up.
now. Okay, is it
Shut
because I
up.
wanted you to help me or to help me on these processes? Then you feel that maybe if she did not ask question that you want to ask, you don't believe. So you feel that maybe someone should tell you something first before you do, or even though it's your daughter-in-law, I believe they have been long gone before you met them officially. I believe it's today you met the same person today. I believe to the door the fact that she is with your son, that is perfect. It's good. You don't know where they started from to be in relationship, but you feel that I as an hierarchy, I'm general. I should be questioned from. I should be accepting question from her. Then with that only do you approve what you want to do for me. Is that how you feel? Is that how you take things to look like? I must say you really piss me off. If you feel that maybe it's because you want to help me, want to do some certain things just to make sure things are working well, and I should get out of this so-called war zone and have a little piece of my outside the war zone. If that is the problem, no problem. I don't care about dying right here in the war zone. That is it, because I don't fucking care about. I just told you that a way to communicate with her, you have to pass through a channel through the Department of Security, of which that will take me a process for me to get to communicate with her directly. So she can't even ask the question what you want to ask by sending a text right here for me to know what she's asking for. You said you won't talk to me, you don't talk to me, you don't want to do anything. You just really piss me off, as if you try to tell me that I am just a fucking damn liar talking to you. That's it. You neglected the fact that I've been talking to you for a while now, and you be communicating with me. Then you are just saying that if they say so, that is so. You won't do such. I don't want to say much about that. No problem. You can go to your dinner. I'm okay. If I die or anything happen to me here, no problem. I will be fine. Thank you.
Have you finished?
I'm done.
Awesome. May I ask what gives you the idea that I think you're lying? I have merely told you that my daughter-in-law wishes to speak to you because there are some questions she wishes to ask. Why does that make you think that I think you're lying?
You said if she didn't ask the question to me, you won't pay. That's what
correct.
you told me right away.
That is correct.
If she didn't ask the question for me, you won't pay. Meaning you are trying to say what she want to ask me is very relevant that I cannot answer at any time. Then you will delay the process that is been going on already. I just told you that I have received emails from the agent.
Will you be quiet, man? 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 You have a motor mouth, don't you? You're like one of those sort of Duracell bunnies, you know, just sort of wind you up and then your mouth goes up and down and sort of spouts a load of rubbish, really, doesn't it? You know, I mean, all my daughter-in-law has said is that she wishes to speak to you and that she prefers that I don't pay you until she has. Now, what is your objection to speaking to her? You know, what do you think she's going to say to you, or what do you think she's going to discover that you don't want her to know?
Can you just listen to yourself? You just told me.
Oh yes, I'll hear myself on the recording when I play it back. You know, it'd be great fun. What is it that you think she might ask you that you're so afraid of? Why are you so afraid of speaking to my daughter-in-law? She's a lovely young lady.
Can you listen to me? I am a hierarchy general. Which, if I speak when I decide to speak and when my spirit leads me for speaking. She is just a civilian, of which she is. And for she to be talking to saying that she wants to speak to me, she has questions to ask me, that means she is already like, how will I say it? Trying to see that maybe you talking to me since you're naive, or you don't know who you you don't understand who you're talking to. That's it. And the aspect of me saying that you don't believe in me, you don't have a belief in me to talk to me that way, is because for she to say, if he asks me, he has to do with asking me question. What question that you can put into writing and talk to me? Must I be talking to everybody just to prove myself to you? Is that what you really wanted? Just for me to prove myself to the whole wide world? For you to know that you're talking to me or you communicating with me? Does it really sound so good to you? Or do you think I'm pleading or I'm begging on the street? For crying out loud, I've been working for the general for years. And I know my aims and objectives. Despite the fact that I'm not in the state right now, I know my aims and objectives when I'm back in the state. So why will it, if I'm in the state for crying out loud, no civilian can just sit down and talk to me in Congress. When we hold Congress directly based on UN approve. So it's not about you. You think that you can just want to tell me. I even told you that yes, I would be gladly wanting to talk to her at any time, but it shouldn't be in a month rush way just because right now we're processing something. She want to talk to me. She just came today. She want to talk to you. She want to ask me a question. For what? I am not feeling guilty or maybe I'm feeling as if you want to talk to me or what. But right now, you know my state of mind. I am a bit confused. I need everything to be in process. And I'm being pushed by the embassy, the email that is sent to me from the agency of UN Forum is right there lying. I haven't get to respond. How would it feel I look like? It will look like I am not serious about what I already requested for. Then you telling me if she did talk to me, you're not going to send money or you're not going to pay the money. How would that sound to me? That sound to me that you definitely you just quickly believe her. You saw her today. He talked to you. She talked to you. You are happy, and I'm happy too because that is a lovely family. Having a family right now is very good, and I'm so very very happy to as well meet them as well. One of the days of which that is what I'm working into, or that is what we are working into, so that we get married soon. Then she just came today. She just said that. Then you just believe her that she should say, okay, she want to ask question. If the chief doesn't ask the question, you will continue what you're doing. How does that sound to you in your own names? I just even told you that I will be gladly wanting to talk to her. Due to this number, you send the two number both on the UK number and the US number, if I'm not mistaken. I can only send that through the Department of the Security, and that will take process. It's not what I can just sit down and just do right away. I just told you that. But will you be delaying that for the payment you need to make for we to get the processes of the UN agency? Will you be delaying that? And you know that delay is a very dangerous thing that should not be done. They just emailed me. What do you think I should reply? I should say that I'm coming. Do I have the guts to be telling the UN nation that I'm coming on? They should wait. It's not done. When you process something, you do it better. If you don't want to do it, they disapprove it, and they can disapprove it forever. And once it is disapproved, you will have to find other means of processing, and that other means will be much more not good, and it can't be processed without their own signature. Because I signed contract with them. I signed an agreement to be here with them. So I am under their supervision. So you delay the payment now. You try to say if you don't talk to me, you delay it. That means you're destroying other things you don't know. And I am not neglecting the fact that I don't want to talk to your daughter, but I can't just talk to your daughter right now. I have to send it through the department. Your voice that you have been talking to me has already been noted by the department. Any other voice I will begin to be talking to, it will sound as if I am being attacked by anybody. It might be the ISIS, it might be the so-called Taliban. So you should try to understand my own perspective. It's not that I'm right there, I'm happy. When I told you I really want to get out of it, do you think I have all the free life the public life to do? Okay, do you think the way you just move out, you went to lunch, you move out, you went to the garden, you move out, you went to, do you think we do that right here? No. Obviously, you won't know that, maybe except the late that will tell you, of which he's dead, resting. And I believe in the grave, he will know what I'm saying. Do you think you will move around right here to do all things you need to do in the war zone? You don't. There are principles. I am not even neglecting the fact that I don't want to talk to her, I don't want to speak to her. It's my greatest joy to meet her, to talk to her. But before talking to her, I will have to line up another department of security. And that will always take a longer way for doing that. That will just take a day. It will take 2 to 3 days, and that should be on process. I can't just line up calling security, calling or communicating via WhatsApp. Before communicating via WhatsApp, I need to have the grant of the UN for me to get a number that I will be registered for me to be communicating on WhatsApp. And I told you I would do that sometimes, but not in a rush. I can't just rush and do that. You just have to understand my own perspective. Do you? No. You will say, no, you don't understand because you think maybe I'm just saying rubbish.
You've gone quiet.
I'm done
Such a
talking.
shame. Are you finished?
Yeah.
Yes, awesome. Well, we're going out to dinner now. I'll leave it up to you. You can decide which of those numbers you contact Lola on, how you do it, and when. I'll leave it up to you to decide. You're a grown man. I'm sure you can work out which way you choose to contact her, how and when. We're going out to dinner. I'll speak to you again later. Goodbye for now. Will our man contact Lola? Will he go off on another epic rant? If you can stand to find out, you're going to have to watch episode 9. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like it, please share it, please comment down below, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again in Eric Todd Hill, episode 9.